Infowars is in London today to cover the Financial Terrorism Conference. It's the first conference of its type ever organized, and the last event on a road trip that has included Dublin, Manchester, and then finally here in London today.
This is Financial Terrorism Exposed. Shouldn't really come as a surprise to anybody that it's a hot topic right now. The great tragedy is, of course, that very few people have actually latched on to the fact that the global financiers and their henchmen, the bankers, are effectively trying to fleece everybody of everything that they have.
In Europe, with everything being a mess, stock market's going down, the euro is being annihilated as we speak. So everything's a real big mess, and people are afraid what's going on with their savings, their pension.
Well, it's great to be in London because, you know, all these global financial crimes usually go through London. It's the least regulated banking center in the world. So AIG, Lehman Brothers, MF Global, Madoff all went through London. So this audience is key because it's right here in their neighborhood that all these crimes are taking place. So I think once we get these people in London to understand the enemy lurking within, that's a major step forward.
I bring good news!
I'm John Perkins. I'm author of Confessions of an Economic Hitman, and it's really great to be here and talking about this at this amazing time when everything in the world is in turmoil. The global economy is falling apart, and it should fall apart because we've created a failure. The big corporations have taken over, and they're not doing a very good job. It's up to us to make them do a good job. We can bring them under control. The corporations are just us. They depend on us to support them, to buy their goods and services. So really, we the people have control. So I see my job here is really inspiring people to understand that we're the problem, and our leaders are never going to solve it.
The theme of the conference or the series is financial terrorism, and my message, I talk about this in my book, The Gods of Money, Wall Street and the Death of the American Century, not the American dollar, but the American century as a system, is that there is no such thing as capitalism as a closed economic system like feudalism and so. But what we're in, and we've been in for nigh on to 5,000 years now, if you want to count it that way, is a system of hidden debt slavery that certain powerful elites have set up. They had run it out of Venice hundreds of years ago. Then the power of Venice collapsed, and they moved the headquarters of this debt slavery to the city of Amsterdam. That collapsed in the 1790s, and it moved to the Bank of England in the city of London. After World War II in 1944, it moved to Wall Street and the gods of money in Wall Street. So what I went through is the different phases of this crisis building up in the period since Bretton Woods 1944 in my own lifetime, and to give people an idea, there is no out. We're not in a recession. I've said this on Alex Jones's program, I think about 4 years ago, that this is not an ordinary recession. It's the early phase of a global depression that is going to make the 1930s look mild by comparison.
When you see it explained to you what they are doing, and also understand why they are doing it in the way they are, as has been noted, we're dealing with psychopaths here. That's the word for them, and once you understand how psychopaths work and what their motivations are, it all just falls into place and makes great sense. It's been the best money I've spent this year.
People have to wake up to what's occurring. The great tragedy is that within the next maybe 4 months, 5 months, the savings literally of millions of people is going to evaporate, because the bankers are going to pull the rug, and people are going to truly understand the meaning of the word austerity, and it ain't going to be pretty.
Are you going to Greece with Hugo Salinas Price to reintroduce the 3-gram drachma?
Yes.
Silver drachma.
Yes, this man is brought this for me. It's a kilo of silver. This means that Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan's balance sheet just got destroyed by 10 times, 100 times this amount. And the answer is yes.
Cash money for silver.